Hi everyone, in today's video I'll be going over a requested feature that a few people have been asking for. This is a video that you can give to people that need to be able to know how to use view mode in Figma. This is very helpful for sending to PMs, sending to developers, or sending to a client in case they don't know how to use Figma. This is a quick way to help them be able to use view mode so that they're able to navigate around the files and you don't have to spend too much time going over it with them. So let's get right into it. So this project here is a project that I've been working on in my spare time, but for example's sake, let's say that this is for a client or I'm handing this off to a developer. So this is the edit mode. So because I'm the designer and owner of this file, I can obviously edit this file, but let me go ahead and share this with someone who would be like a PM or a developer. So I'm going to go to another browser with a different sign-in on it. So when I come here to this link that my designer has given me, I'm presented with this view only mode. So at the top it says view mode only because we are in a view version of this file right now. So I can't edit anything, I can't move anything. I can select, however, and if you have a developer that you're working with, they're able to see the CSS here on the right. But let's get an overview of Figma. So really quick, here on the left is your layers panel. So if I click on something, you can see that it's highlighted over here with this panel. I can either select on the canvas directly, or I can select from the layers and be able to work here with them. So this is helpful if you're a developer and you need to see code for a specific item. I can go in here, I can zoom in, click on something and see the exact code that I need, and I can copy and paste that with my code editor. Here on top of the layers panel, you can see the pages. So in this one, I only have 2 pages, but this is helpful if you have a more organized file with a lot more screens. So I can go ahead and navigate between these and see what is in here. It'll update the layers file based on that, and then I can focus in on the page that I'm working on at that time. Here at the top, you'll see your tools for being able to use this Figma file. So a good one that you're going to want to use a lot is the hand tool. I can either click on it or I can press H, and this lets me navigate around by clicking and dragging, which is helpful for navigating around the file and getting closer into things that you need to see. Another way to do this is with your trackpad. I can pinch and zoom in and out. I can also do Command plus and minus, or even just plus and minus, which lets you zoom in and out of the screen. This next icon here is your comment mode. So this is very helpful for collaboration if you're working on a file with someone or you need to give feedback. I can go ahead, click on this comment, and say for example, I want to leave some feedback on this small widget and I want to change this color. So I can go ahead, click exactly where I need it to be. I can tag the person that owns this, and then I can say, hey, can we change this color to red? I can cancel it if I decide that I don't want to leave that comment, or I can also leave emojis if I need to, and then I can just go ahead and post it. And the person that owns this file will get notified, and you can go ahead and leave different bits of feedback here. You can also see the comments that you've left here on the right. So if I click off and I go somewhere else, I can actually click on this. It'll bring me back to where I was and where I left that comment and see it in context. Over here on the top right, you can see who is in this file. Obviously there's 2 of me because I have it open here on this browser, but I also have it open on here. So you see me in both. This one is the one that I'm under right now. But I can go ahead and click on the other person's avatar in here. Because of that, I can navigate around, I can show someone something, and it'll follow the view box that I'm working with. So this is very helpful when you're sharing something on a call and you only have like voice and you need to show this file, especially now that everybody's working remote. It's super helpful because as a client or as a team member, I can just go ahead and click on that avatar. I can sit back and let the other person navigate and show me where I need to go. So this is super helpful, again, for when you're on calls. Another small tip for view only mode is being able to export things. So again, this is very helpful if you're giving this to a developer and they need to be able to view but not edit, and they need to export some of the assets that you have for them. So say for example, I need to export this star icon. So I can go ahead and select this icon. You see that it highlights it here on the left in my layers panel, and then I have an export. So here I can go ahead and select what type of file I want. For an icon, for example, I may want an SVG, but you can choose between all these file types. And I can also change the size. So in some instances, I may want a 2x or a 3x if I need a larger size image. So I can go ahead and select that. And I can actually add different exports here. So if I need multiple ones, say I need 1x, 2x, and 3x, I can go ahead and swap these out, add other ones. I can even remove them if I need to. And then I can go ahead and press export, and this will export straight to your downloads. Another helpful part of view mode is being able to see styles that a designer applies to any of the layers here. So if we go back to my designer file and we select this text here, you'll see that I have this style named primary black. As someone who's viewing, if I click on something that has a style with it, Figma is really nice about telling me what this style is. So this is helpful if I'm working in a design system and I need to be consistent with the values that I'm providing. As a developer, I can go ahead and see that it's commented out what this is actually called. So if I have like a variable or a component that uses that style, I'm able to apply that to this and be able to see what it is in context. So if a designer is doing this correctly, you'll be able to go through all the layers and see that everything has a different style for it, and you'll be able to have a direct key for what you need to use in that use case. So I think that's a good overview for the view mode. Let me know if you have any other questions. I hope this was helpful. Again, I think this is great for sending to PMs, developers, or clients and people that you're collaborating with. You can just send them this video. It'll be a good way for them to get an overview of Figma and be able to already start collaborating instantly in this process. Let me know what you think. And if you have any requests for other videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.